On this stretch of New Zealand's east coast, we found a bit of everything. Wildfires, shipwrecks, curious seals, shy penguins, and a sunset goodbye we'll never forget. Come with us from Dunedin all the way up to Picton. We start this episode in Dunedin, surrounded by beautiful old architecture and classic facades. Oh, those ones are delicious. Botanical gardens today. The smell of the roses is just incredible. They're not so strong. If you have watched earlier episodes, you already know how much we love botanical gardens. So, of course, we had to visit the one in Dunedin. Like basically every New Zealand city, Dunedin is full of street art. So we wandered around and checked out some of our favorite murals. Our camp that night was less pretty, parked by the train tracks, me brushing my teeth in front of the portable toilets while the train rumbled past. So we just arrived at the camp for tonight, and it's right next to the beach. I'm straight on my way to check it out. You can hear heaps of seagulls. Next day we drove out towards the Albatross Centre. We didn't go inside, but from the viewpoints we watched seals on the rocks below, and the big seagull colony with tiny fluffy chicks everywhere. So we just went to Allans Beach, got our breakfast ready. We're sitting outside and then you can hear it. The rain started. Let's have a look at the world's steepest street in Dunedin, or Dunedin, or I really don't know how to pronounce that city's name. I'm sorry for. Leaving Dunedin, we found a beautiful free camp right on the beach. So there is that one guy surfing, and you used to see, like, I don't know if he wants to play with him. He's so fun. Oh, go find a wave. Woo. Waking up with a view like this is just awesome. But it was time to keep going north to the Moeraki boulders. These perfectly round rocks look unreal in person. And of course we run into another seal just chilling there as well. Welcome to Oamaru, home of Steampunk HQ. Inside it feels like a post-apocalyptic art playground. Weird machines, rust, and details everywhere. The highlight is the mirror room with the light show. For a moment, you feel like you're in a different universe. Outside there's beautiful old architecture. And we even squeezed in a quick session on the slackline before we drove on to our next free camp and ended the day. The next day we headed to Timaru and found a simple parking camp. By nightfall it was penguin time. You don't see it perfectly on camera, but you can hear them calling and climbing the rocks. And one came really close along the path. Pretty special moment. The next day we saw smoke ahead on the road. A bushfire right beside the highway, with helicopters dropping water and cows surrounded by fire. That night we found another nice camp spot by the water. We made a quick stop in Kaikōura for a short walk along the bay before getting back on the road towards the north. We passed through Christchurch for a quick resupply and then kept going. The road to Kaikōura is absolutely stunning. Ocean on one side, mountains on the other. The kind of drive where you want to stop every few minutes for photos. Kaikōura is famous for its seals, and it really delivered. First day we walked along the coast and realized half the rocks were actually seals. Sleeping, stretching, sliding into the water, arguing in little groups. It was so good we came back the next day. Did a short walk along the cliffs to look down at the whole colony from above, and then we went back to the sea level to enjoy them a bit more. From there we headed up towards Blenheim and stopped to look at an old shipwreck slowly disappearing into water. Half rust, half taken over by nature. Our final stop on the South Island was Picton. We had time for a short walk along the water before boarding the ferry. While waiting in the queue, we cooked dinner right there in the line of cars. Then drove onto the ferry and finished our meal on board. As the South Island slowly disappeared behind us, we ended the day on deck with a beautiful sunset over the Sounds. The perfect goodbye to the South and hello to new adventures in the North. Thanks for watching this East Coast road trip from Dunedin to Picton. Feel free to subscribe so you don't miss the next part of our New Zealand journey.